Hello, my lovely little titans, and welcome to another hangout. Hope everybody had a good week. Mine was actually okay. Nothing groundbreaking, earth-shattering happened, which, probably not a bad thing. How about the rest of you guys? Did anybody do anything fun this week? The only thing quote-unquote exciting I did was going out and seeing a movie, which I will talk about. But I guess other than that, not much. Just worked, did life things. Pretty much the standard. Waiting to see if anybody's in chat before I start talking about what I want to talk about, because I would like to discuss it with people. But if nobody's here, that's fine. Give me one sec, guys. Hello, Wolf. Yeah, just work. Hi, Era. Good to see you. Oh, Wolf, you have a shield now. Instead of the little wrench thing, you have a shield. That's pretty cool. I like it. It actually makes more sense. You got a jump scare. Slightly. My mom knocked. She had something for me real quick, so I wasn't expecting her then. Let's just put it that way. Wasn't expecting her at that moment. But I went and saw a movie, and I want to talk to you guys about it. I don't know if you'll be willing to sit through it, but I went and saw Iron Lung, which, if you guys don't know, is the movie that Markiplier made. It's based on a video game that of the same name. I haven't really watched his playthrough of Iron Lung. I think I mentioned that last week. But oh my god, the movie was really good. Like, I walked into it with no expectations. I figured it would be a passion project. I didn't realize how good it would actually be. Like, people were talking about how it was so slow burn and it was boring and it didn't get to the point fast enough. And I'm sitting here going, okay, what happens next? Okay, why is this important? Okay, let's see how this plays out. Okay, what are we gonna do now? Okay, I was just sitting there going, okay, what's next? Because I wanted to see where it was leading. I wasn't bored for a second. And the whole time, it is just really Markiplier, because he played the main character. Because why not? He wrote and directed the whole damn thing. Might as well put yourself in it. But he was the main focus. All you see is him in a little submarine thing. And yeah, there are some voices that you hear throughout from the PA system. Again, I'm not giving spoilers because he's asked us, anybody who's viewed it, to not give spoilers. I'm just gonna go on about how amazing it was. But you just, for basically a one-man show, kind of like what I do in a way, he pulled it off so well. I mean, he pulled it off really well. Like I said, I wasn't bored for a second. Oh, thank you, Danny. I wanted to know what happened next. I wanted to know what was gonna happen. I wanted to see how it was gonna play out, because I knew it was a video game, so I knew everything was pretty much like intentional, but I wanted to see why. I wanted to understand, what was the big deal. And everything paid off really well. like everything he did was just probably so in line with the game. I'm gonna watch his I'm gonna watch his playthrough because I want to know like how close he got to, like, did he stay 100% faithful and this is like word for word to the game, or did he get some creative license with it? Because I know he worked really closely with the creator of the game, and I just want to know what's different because it was so good. Like, I could see it be a video game. I mean, the freaking movie holds the record for the most fake blood used in a singular movie, which I think they said it was like, and I don't know if it's 9,000 or 90,000, but it's some ridiculous amount of it's some ridiculous number gallons, and it's thousands of gallons of blood, fake blood. You watch the movie, you see, and you understand that probably most of that $3 million, it's like $2 or $3 million budget went to the blood. Like, that's all it went to, was getting all that fucking blood. Hello. But it just went to the blood because there's a lot of it. But it makes sense because the setting is a submarine in a blood ocean on a dying planet, basically. It's so well done. Like, and you don't see anything on the outside really except through the whole idea of him. The whole premise is he's being sent down in this rickety ass submarine to take pictures of the bottom of this blood ocean. So he has this special camera device that he pushes, and that's the only way you see anything on the outside of that submarine. So the movie is just Markiplier in a submarine pushing a button and getting pictures. Pictures are really cool, by the way. But that's all you see. And it builds the suspense so well. Like, you know shit's gonna happen because it's a movie, like, but you don't know when it's gonna start. You don't know how it's gonna start. The only time you ever see people is for like 5 brief minutes, about 20 minutes into the movie. Then you never see people again except Markiplier. But that's fine because you don't need people. They build suspense really well with you know, things happening on the outside that make you kind of nervous, things that then happen as a result of that on the inside of the sub. It was just so well done. I really appreciated his attention to detail. I appreciated his storytelling. I mean, to make a game that is essentially just you in a submarine entertaining in a movie format, I wouldn't have thought it could be done. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy is kind of the same idea, but there's so much more lore to it that they can put more characters into it and make it more of a fleshed out movie instead of just somebody sitting in a booth all night watching animatronics on a screen. So while we have that idea with Five Nights, they were at least able to expand on that and make it more of a movie. Whereas Markiplier was like, he only had himself and his little group to work with. So he just kind of made it work in a way that you wouldn't think it could, because again, it's just one person in a room. But he did a marvelous job of creating suspense. You kind of get the feeling that there's more to the story that you're not being told, and you uncover bits and pieces. Nothing is ever like spelled out for you. There are moments when you kind of see it, but not really, because you're still left kind of going, what? And you, like, I want to go back and watch it again because I'm like, what did I miss? Because there's some points where the dialogue is kind of like muffled, like scrambled a bit because it's coming through a PA system. And I'm like, oh my God, I would kill for subtitles right now because I want to know what's being said, because I want to understand the story. Like, I was so involved in the story because I'm like, it's important, but I can't hear it, but I know it's important, so why don't you give it to me? So that's where I was at with the dialogue. Like, everything else was great, but I was just like, oh, I want more. Oh, I need more. Like, you could do so much more with it. Let's answer some questions. Please tell me a story of the Titanic. What side of the country are you from? I'm on the West Coast, so it's a little not so late where I'm at. I need a bedtime story. Please do a Titanic story. Titanic story. Please do the story of the Titanic. Like, which part specifically? But anyway, I highly recommend, even if you've never played Iron Lung, even if you aren't a fan of Markiplier, but you like horror movies, this isn't your traditional horror. It's not going to be all jump scares and stuff. It's going to be way more. It's, again, it's a slow burn, so you gotta you gotta build to it. But I felt like it paid off really well in the end. I highly recommend you go see it. It was well worth the money spent. I'm glad I could contribute to it. And I don't regret seeing it at all. Have I seen a Bigfoot? No, I have not. I've seen a Bigfoot exhibit, but I have not seen Bigfoot. Sorry. But anyway, I highly recommend that everybody go see this movie. It's really good. And if you really like horror movies, it's good. If you really like Markiplier, it's good. If you really like Iron Lung, if you ever played it, it's really good. Even if you're just interested in like in films or something like that, non-traditional film, go see it. It's really well worth it. Like, I don't regret the 2 hours I spent in that theater at all. I was so pleased with it. I'm glad I went. I'd go again. Excuse me. I'm gonna buy it when it comes out on any streaming service or whatever. I don't know what part of the sinking you want me to do, because I do know quite a bit about the Titanic. I just don't know which particular part you want. Oh. Oh, well, never mind. But, oh, I don't know if any of you remember. I think I mentioned this, but I don't know. There is going to be another indie horror game made into a movie, or it's been made into a movie, but hasn't gotten much press that I've noticed. I was looking on my local theater's website just to see what was upcoming, because, you know, I was on there ordering my ticket for Iron Lung. Just kind of wanted to see what's coming out. Mortuary Assistant. Any of you have seen that, played that? Mortuary Assistant is getting a movie. I think it comes out in March. For those of you who don't know it, it's about this girl who starts off as it's her first day as a mortuary assistant. You go through the process of embalming corpses, and as you do it, as the game progresses, weirder and weirder shit happens, right? Like, you know, bodies appear out of nowhere, bodies disappear, you hear voices, you see the flickering lights, all that shit. I'm like, I want to go see it, but I'm scared to see it by myself. Because I can do, like, Markiplier's was fine. It wasn't scary in the traditional sense. It was, like, again, a slow build. Like, creepy shit happened at the end, but you had some time to adjust to it. I know with Mortuary Assistant, because it is based on basically demons, like, satanic worship and shit. Funny, Danny. But anyway, it's gonna be creepy right off the bat. There's not gonna be any build up. It's gonna be like, you're probably gonna be 30 minutes in the first, and I'm being generous here. I'm like, if they want to go a slow burn-ish route with this, maybe 30 minutes in will be the first creepy marker. And then it's just gonna get progressively creepier and creepier until it gets to the climax of the creepiness, and then you're gonna be left going, oh fuck. So I'm iffy on that. I'm iffy on a lot. Hello, Laura. I'm iffy on a lot of, I'm very iffy on a lot of things that involve like demonic stuff. Not just because it can get a little much. It can get like, people can do a really good job with it. It's really creepy. Oh, that's all good. But it was a really good joke, so good job. But I'm debating whether to see that one or not. I'm a little much. Love you too, Mike. I was just talking about Iron Lung. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you heard of it. It's the movie that Markiplier did. It's really good, dude. I would highly recommend going. I don't recommend taking children with you to it, but I do recommend going to see it. I cannot handle horror games really well. It just depends. Again, like, there are, heard about it and haven't seen it. I just saw it today. I can't get over how well done it was. Like, I live for a good story, and this was a good story. It's kind of like with Crimson Peak, if you've ever seen that one. It's that kind of slow burn-ish. Like, you know creepy shit's gonna happen, but the creepy shit doesn't happen till later. And then it all just kind of like hits at once. But the buildup was so good, it was a great payoff. That's what Iron Lung was. Like, the creepy shit happened, you knew it was gonna happen, it built up really well, and then when it came at the end, came all at once, and you're just sitting there going, yes, this was absolutely worth it. Are you learning Chinese? I'm really gonna ask. Yeah, it's raining. We're not getting snow, we're getting rain. I was gonna ask if it was Chinese, but then it like translated weird on my computer, and it says heyo, and I'm like, what the hell? And let me see, I did not see your lore drop. Let me double check. There it is. Firstborn is Reina, and then Kaya, and then River. Okay, got it. Reina and River are full, and Kaya is half. Heyo. Okay. Alright. I just wanted to be sure. It literally doesn't show up as the character on my computer. It shows up as Heyo, and then it was the character in my phone on the chat. So it's like, don't know what's going on here. But as I was saying, Mortuary Assistant. Again, the game was really good. Markiplier played that one too, and I watched that because I was interested because it's creepy. Why not? And I'm like not so sure about that one, just because from what I remember of the game, it didn't have much lore. It was more just like creepy factor. Like, you explore and you find the hello in Chinese sounds like ni hao. Yep, I vaguely remember that from Nickelodeon, I think. Nick Jr. when they wanted everybody to know some basic bilingual phrases. But again, with Mortuary Assistant, I don't remember if there was much lore. Again, it was more creepiness, more like you're finding the shit that's creepy. I think there was some like backstory weirdness going on, but that was the extent of it. You're good. But what I mean by that is, like, the character herself had some weird backstoryness. Whereas with Iron Lung, like, yeah, the character had backstory because everybody has a backstory. But you kind of got it in bits and pieces, but that wasn't like the main focus. You didn't really care that much. I was more interested in figuring out what the fuck was going on, where he was at in the blood ocean. Like, why was the ocean blood? Why is this monster like is there a monster? Because, you know, shit's happening. It would make sense for there to be a monster. Or is it like in his head? Is it like, that was what I was going for. Go ahead, Era. But I was just like, just trying to figure it out. I wanted to know. Whereas with Mortuary Assistant, you kind of are gonna, it's kind of like obvious, and I don't know if I really want to go for that, because it doesn't seem like it's gonna be a slow build. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be anything other than like the demon jump scares and shit. And I live for the lore. I live for the story. I don't want to just deal with the jumps, like the creepy factor of it. Like, give me something. Give me some meat. I need it. Like, that is what I want in a good movie, is some meat. I want to be able to sink my teeth into it and just sit there and go, yes, the whole time. Like, yes, I want more. Yes, I need more. Like, just keep going. So few movies give that to me. It's so annoying. And I get so picky with my movies now, because I'm like, if it's so predictable, I don't really watch it. Like, some suspense movies, I can figure out from the trailer. And that sucks, because who wants to go to a movie and figure it out from a 5-minute trailer. It's like I watched the trailer for The Boys, right? This new season. And I got to one shot and I just went, fuck. I know how this is gonna go. And this isn't a spoiler because it's in the fucking trailer. It's Homelander shooting off his laser beams into the sky and he's with somebody. Well, you don't really know who the person is because it's like pulled back. It's a really wide shot. But I looked at it and I went, that's Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy triggered him somehow and now he's gone all fucking crazy. I'm like, not how I wanted this to go. And then I pretty much figure, like, because you see Homelander beating the shit out of somebody. I figure it's like one of 3 people. It's either Butcher, Ryan, or Soldier Boy. Like, I am laying all odds no one is living this season except Huey and maybe Starlight. I'm just gonna be right out there. I don't think anybody cool is living through this next season. But again, I got that from a trailer. Like, don't give me the shit that's good in the trailer. Like, I think I saw Markiplier's trailer one time and I still couldn't figure it out. I was like, I wonder which way he's going with this. Because again, this game also had multiple endings, so you didn't know which ending you were going to get. From what I gather, the ending was like slightly different. So I'm not going to spoil the ending, but again, this game had multiple different endings, so you don't know which one he's going for. So even whatever he revealed didn't matter because you don't know what the ending's going to be because there's more than one. With other ones, it's like I watched this one trailer and it involved like 2 chicks and a dude, and it was a suspense thing, and they drop hints about like, oh, you know, the wife is crazy, blah blah blah. And I looked at it and I went, I bet it's the husband. I bet it's the husband. I appreciate your passion. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. But back to the trailer. I like looked at it and went, that's the husband, isn't it? So the movie had come out a couple weeks later. I looked it up. I was right. Then I was watching a movie with my parents. It was another like murder mystery one. And I saw this one character and I went, I bet it's that one. I bet it's that character. Look it up. Sure as fuck. It's that character. I'm like, I need to stop. Either people need to get better at writing or I need to stop watching these things because I just predict the fuck out of them. And I don't even try. It's just one of those things. I get this hint and I'm like, that one. It's like I watched the trailer for The Devil, which was an M. Night Shyamalan. And I watched it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's called The Devil or whatever, something like that. I watched the trailer. I knew what the twist was because come on, it's him. There's gotta be a twist. So I looked at my husband at the time and I went, it's that character. And he went, God damn it. And I'm like, oh, I was right. And he's like, yes. And I know I've told this story, but you know, it flows. Like, I need to stop. I really need to stop. Just the only time I don't really predict it is when they do weird ass like time loop shit. And I'm just like, I hate time loops. I fucking hate time loops because it negates any kind of suspense. It just makes things weird. If you ever write anything, don't do time loops. Or if you can, make them like super tight. Like, don't leave them up for any misinterpretation. Like, don't. Time loops are a really lazy way of writing and a really lazy shock factor. Don't do it, okay? Avoid it if you can. Come up with a better ending. If your only ending is time loop, it's shit and you need to go back about 5 steps and figure it out from there. Because time loop should not be your finishing piece, okay? I've seen it executed well one time, and I'm not going to give the movie away, but I've only ever seen it executed well once, and that was it. But it was a actual practical plot device. It made sense, but that was it. And the way they executed it made sense. I'm not going to give it away, but it made sense. And that was the only time I've ever seen it like make actual sense. Anything other than that, it's just like, really? This is kind of dumb. Why are we doing it this way? Like, why? All right, I'm going to take a look at some comments. Was it Looper? No. That ended really well, though. I did see that one. But I can't even say that one was a time loop because it didn't end with a time loop. It didn't. Like, things happened, I guess, in a time loop kind of vacuum, but it didn't really end as a time loop. It's a different one. It was a horror movie that did the time loop thing, and they did it really well. I appreciated it, but also the way they did it made sense. Oh yeah, Looper was great. Kaya's bio dad is Levi, because him and Aaron been 2 years since they broke up. Okay, does Aaron lie to him? Yes. Okay, interesting. Oh, I'm not married anymore. Like I said, my husband at the time. I'm not married anymore. I'm divorced. I've been divorced almost a year now. But we separated almost 3 years ago. So, not married at all. Not dating either. So, yeah, I live, die, repeat. Are you just gonna keep guessing? Because I don't think you're gonna get it. But I'm not gonna ruin it because it was really well done. It's kind of like when I guessed about something from a movie that wasn't mentioned until the second movie, and my friend asked me how to put it together, and I just told him. Yeah, kind of like that. Good for you. Thank you. But yeah, so like there are some things that just scream lazy writing and time loop being the end. Like, time loop as a plot device can work. Like we said, Looper was a great way for it to work, but it worked in a different way. It wasn't the end of it. It wasn't how everything ended. Like, if you've ever seen Looper, you know how it ended, and it didn't end in the time loop. The movie one of the movies I'm talking about was like, I guess you could call it an escape room kind of thing. And it ended with a time loop. I'm like, how the hell does an escape room based horror movie end in a fucking time loop? Like, that didn't make sense to me. And I mean, it was a legitimate time loop. Like, how it ended was in the loop. And I'm like, I don't like this. Like, they did it just for the suspense of it, for the weird, creepy factor, but it didn't make sense why. It didn't make sense why it would end that way. Like, you watch it and you're like, why? How? It doesn't make sense. The other one I was talking about, the horror movie I was talking about, it made sense that it ends that way because it's paranormal. Okay, I'm just going to go with that. It's paranormal. So with paranormal, things don't always have to add up correctly because things don't. Like, so that's the only time loop kind of thing that can work, is if it's paranormal to a point. It has to be done well. It has to make sense. It has to be plot relevant. If it's just ending in a time loop to end it in a time loop, it doesn't make sense. You didn't do it really well. You need to go back 5 steps and figure out your shit, because if that's the only way anything can make sense or any of the creepy factor can be like played out, it's shit. It's putting it nicely, Mike. Oh my god, you guys. I'm gonna get, like, I think he like lurks here sometimes, so just be aware. But anyway, time loop as a device, that's the whole crux of everything rests on time loop. No. Groundhog Day worked because the whole point of the movie was the time loop. Like, that was the whole point. It was like there was a reason for it. But again, if it doesn't have a reason, if it's just there because that explains like your act 1 creepiness, your act 2 climax, and your act 3 resolution, if that's the only way you can really explain why any of this happened, but you can't explain why the time loop happened, then it's shit. Just gonna put that out there. It's shit then. if you can explain why the time loop happened, then it can fit with everything else. But if you can't explain why the time loop happened, and if you go with, oh, it's another dimension, no, that's equally lazy writing because you're trying to use some kind of weird loophole to get out of it. Paranormal works because paranormal isn't bound to the typical, you know, everything. What's this channel about? I do cosplay skits. And right now I'm talking nerd shit and movies and tropes and stuff. So these hangouts are more just random discussion points for everybody to hang out and just talk shop about nerd shit. But my channel is just cosplay skits. Oh, interesting, Era. I'm gonna need like a printout of this family tree, to be honest with you. It's good. It's just a lot. Speaking about Groundhog Day, you know it's on a Tuesday next year. That's awesome. Life is short, be happy, no time to get bogged down in BS. Exactly. What state are you from? I'm not saying, but I'm from the western part of the US. So everything, it's not as late for me as it is for like 90% of my viewers right now. I know for Mike, it's about an hour ahead. I know for Eric, it's about 3 hours ahead. For Wolf, it's like a day plus ahead because Wolf's in Brisbane. So that I know. I've got the least. I'm the earliest right now. Everybody else is like it's super late for them. What's a good anime that's not known? One that I watched that not a lot of people seem to know about is Mythical Detective Loki Ragnarok. I came upon it by chance when Prime was still getting their feet wet with anime, and nobody's really heard of it that I've talked to. I tell people about it and they're like, what the fuck? Like, it's good. I liked it. But that's just me. I am in Florida. Yep. It's cool we get it from Indiana. Very cool. Oh my god. Mike. Golgo 13. I think I've heard of that one. The name is familiar. It may have been like recommended to me at some point, but I'll take a look at it. Very kid friendly DXD. Oh my god. You're such a troll sometimes. The only anime I've ever watched is Fairy Tail when I was a kid. Can't watch cartoons no more. Who the hell said that? Like, the adult animation exists in forms other than just anime. I mean, if you watch Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, or Archer, Bob's Burgers, I really shouldn't be able to name this many of them. Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, like any of those, that counts. Don't like them anymore. Fair enough. My bro's so majestic. Low-key. Funny. Castlevania. Castlevania, yeah, that one's not bad. Another video game based. Camarity High? Or High? Oh, High. Okay. Is that, I'm guessing, a high school one? Oh, okay. Okay, Mike. Gotcha. It's amazing how many of these shows are set in high school or have high school aged protagonists or something. I can't say Attack on Titan's a high school, but everybody in there for the most part is the age that it should be in high school. Oh, there was another one that I watched. I think it's called like Rememory or something like that. But it was basically like these these people who have been like designated losers in life get a chance to go back into high school and redo the high school experience, because apparently that's where they fucked up, was high school, and they get a chance to redo everything. They get to be young again, and then they get to redo that part of their life, and they have to do it for like a year or something. So they only do like their senior year or whatever, but they have to relive or redo their life. And yeah, it's kind of like real life. Oh my god, it was so sweet. I loved it. I haven't heard many people talk about it. Do I speak Chinese? No. I think my friend Mike does. Attack on Titan Junior High. Yeah. Ah, gotcha, Era. Thank you. Am I a gamer too? Yes. I don't game a whole lot, but yes, I do game. I like watching other people game more because I like to experience the story, and I feel like when I'm playing, I'm not really experiencing the story as much as I could. So I like to watch other people play and just experience the story. But I do play, and I have most of the games I played were story based. I played a lot of, thank you, RPGs mostly, like Persona 5, Mass Effect series, it's an old series, Dragon Age, another old series, KOTOR. I think there's more, but those are the big ones that I remember playing a lot of. Don't I have a PS4, PS5? I have a PS5, yes. I have games for it, yes. I don't have time. I don't have the time. I've played all the games, basically, that I own right now. So I don't feel like playing them again because I've played them more than once already, and I'm pretty set with how I feel about the game. So, and nothing new has come out that's screamed by me, so I'm kind of stuck. I like the fan art video. It was so funny. Thank you. That one was fun. That one was great. Damn, flexing over here, she. Oh my god, dude. Right now, it's just sitting unplugged, doing nothing. I'm sure once I plug that thing in, it's gonna have like a massive update. The massive update from hell. And it'll probably be unusable. I don't know. I've never had a system go this long being unplugged, so. Haven't plugged it in the, like 3 years I've had it. Still haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 1. That's a game that really frustrates the fuck out of me because I've seen gameplay of Kingdom Hearts and it's so good, but it makes no sense. Like, none. No sense. Like, it could have been a pretty straightforward game. But no, because it's Japanese, and the Japanese, I don't know why, but when you get into like storytelling in some Japanese games and shit, they go in some weird ass directions and it doesn't tell a complete story. Like the Metal Gear Solid series. Oh my god, no. You from the island only? No. But anyway, like Kingdom Hearts is so good. Like it could be so amazing if they had just kept it to where it was in like the first one. Like, you know, like island hopping basically was what Sora and the others were doing, was just going to these different worlds and defeating the evil. But no, they had to make it convoluted and weird. Unless you're playing Still Talk. Haven't finished that. Yeah. Yeah, it's hello. Yeah, it's one of those, it's not necessarily like, no, you're good, Era. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts is one of those, like, I really love the concept. I've seen gameplay of it. I've seen, like, I watched the whole Beauty and the Beast story from it because it came across and I'm like, this looks interesting, click. And then I watched it, I'm like, I would love to play this game. Then I found out what the game was and I'm like, no, I'm not going to play this game. Like, not going to play this game at all. I'll just watch it. And then it still doesn't make any sense. So there you go. It could be so simple. It really could be. Whoa. That was fast. Well, I didn't see shit. Where am I from? I'm from the US. Like the western part of the US. But yeah, so Kingdom Hearts was one I was interested in for a while. Then I found out more and I went, no. That's the problem with, I find, with like anime and video games from Japan. They're so good, but they get so convoluted so fast. Yeah, there's a lot involved. It's a very popular game series and it's good, but it suffers from the same struggle a lot of really good Japanese media does. It's so convoluted. So fucking convoluted. It's like they get an idea and they just throw it in there. And then they keep throwing ideas in there. And it just eventually becomes too big of a monster to contain. Like, it could make sense if they didn't do that. But they did do that. And I've seen other anime get like that too. Fairy Tail kind of got convoluted. Eventually that just boiled down to the power of friendship. Gintama, I like Gintama, but it kind of got bogged down and convoluted because it was like a long-running sitcom kind of thing. It kept getting canceled and rebooted and canceled and rebooted and everything. And it's just, like, it had arcs, but then it had so much filler. You kind of forgot what was arc. And then the arc would start in the middle of the filler and you're like, what the fuck? It suffered, it was like a victim of its own success. Oh, what kind of anime genre am I into? Honestly, it just kind of depends. Like, I've watched slice of life, I've watched shonen, I've watched, those are the only ones I can think of right off the top of my head. I've watched romance, I've watched a bunch of them. Like, I have favorites and all, but it's just getting one, like, actually being able to pick one, especially since now it seems like there's so many anime. I just have found it's easier to just step back and enjoy the ones I already know I like, instead of the ones that, you know, they're new and I have to, like, reinvest my time into. And yeah, I mean, some of them are really good and then some of them aren't. Latest anime you watched, do you think, how do you like Jujutsu Kaisen? I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen. The last anime I remember watching was Frieren. That's the one I remember watching most recently, was Frieren. And I know that one's getting a second season. Damn. Like, they're not even getting on the board. And Wolf is getting to them. They're all getting sent to the Titan pit. Damn. My Hero Academia, I watched, I think, the first 2 seasons of that. And then that was another one that kind of got convoluted and suffered from its own success. Attack on Titan did too. Like, I love Attack on Titan. I do. But it got weird and it got bogged down. Like 5 episodes out of the second season of Frieren. Okay, well, I got rid of Netflix, so I don't know. And I got rid of Crunchyroll, so I really don't know. You're so adorable. Well, thank you. I got lost on My Hero after 2 seasons. Yeah. Same thing with Naruto. Like, I like Naruto as a concept. I can't watch all of Naruto. like, not even Shippuden. I can't watch all of it. Dragon Ball Z is another one. Like, I'll watch clips. I have a basic idea of everybody, but I'm not going to be able to tell you specifically what happened in which arc at all. All of Bleach. Nice. Why would they want them to have the sun? They don't want them to move much. You can go ahead and sub. I try to go live every week, every Saturday. If I don't, I usually let you guys know. How's that little Starlight been? She's good. I have no idea. Sorry. What's another anime that's long running or something that just kind of, or convoluted to a point that it suffered from its own success? Because we can name the big ones. No. Dang, Wolf, how are you seeing this shit before I do? That's what I want to know. I have seen Violet Evergarden. It makes me cry. Like, I love it so much. I watched every season and all the movies. Like, that one I loved. Oh my god, it was so good. It was absolutely amazing. My Star? Okay. I think I've heard of that one. And I think I've heard of that one. But Violet Evergarden, so good. I know you're not talking. You're just busy, like, banning people. I don't even see what they're, like, anything. And you're just boom, boom, boom. They don't even pop up on my thing. I'm like, what the hell? All that pops up is you banned them. You can tell me about it later, but damn, I want to know how you're that fast. Wolf is on the yep. Moon Story, you say Lunar Katana. That's cool. I like that name. Right. It's almighty. Wolf is indeed. Someone else named, like, nicknamed your kid. I remember, like, Baby Titan and Starlight. What was it there? I don't remember. A lot of people just called her Baby Titan for a while. Or Little Titan or something like that. I think it was like to the Titan. I think everybody called her Little Titan for the longest time. Because she kind of walked around. Like when she would come on camera, she'd walk in and it would look like a Titan. Because she would hold her hands out and, oh my god, I remember that. She looked like a Titan when she would walk. Oh, it was so cute. I miss those days. But I'm glad to have her as she is. But oh my god, she's so cute. I really wish I could, this, like, YouTube could be like Twitch in the way that you can have animations and shit. And then when, like, people get banned, it just says, was sent to the Titan pit or something. Like, that could be the customizable message. Like, I would love that. Absolutely adore that. Crazy shit. Probably. Remember when she was screaming in the background to get your attention and you scream? Yep. Yep, she would. She would bang on the door and scream for me, and sometimes I'd let her in and sometimes I wouldn't. It all depended on the day. She was so cute. She was so little. Oh, man. Like I said, I miss those days, but I'm also glad that, you know, it's kind of behind me and she's older now. She's doing well. She's funny as hell. Damn, I want to pop up here. Sorry, I'm checking something. Damn it. I was trying to see, like, wait till she hits double digits. Well, that won't be much longer. She's already over halfway there. With how everything worked out, I will be in my early 40s before when she turns like 18. Yeah, you really, like, measuring time doesn't really hit you until you have a kid, and then you're like, holy shit. That much time really went. Wait. Yeah, she's over halfway to double digits. And by the time I'm in my early 40s, she'll be 18. So it works out. Which, does work out. And I'm not saying that because I want her, like, out of the house or anything. I'm thinking about, like, oh, we can do some really cool shit, and it won't be like I'm too old or anything. I'm like, I couldn't, like, with how everything's lining up, I really don't think I'd want to have another kiddo, just because, like, we could do some really cool shit when she turns 18, and I won't be too tired or too bogged down with anything. I know, I have a way about me, huh? Hello. Wonder if y'all get ads in the middle of my freaking stream. Hope not. Right? That would just be fantastic, huh? Wake up one morning, I'm a grandma. No, thank you. I'd like warning before that happens. Who knows? I don't. The only thing I know is my kid basically wants to be like Barbie and have like a million fucking careers right now, which I fully encourage, but damn. Yeah, she wants to do it all, and I'm like, I'm here for it, but damn, you'll be busy, and we'll see how far you get. I don't know if you'll be able to have all the careers of Barbie, but she wants to get close. Which I think would be cute. She's very ambitious. She was, oh my god, what were we doing the other day? She's listing them all off. Who was she talking? Who were we talking to about that? I think it was her. It was like the eye doctor or something. She was just listing off the fact she wanted to be all these different careers. And I'm like, you know what? Good job. Do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. I have no problem with her trying. Like, more power to her. Absolutely love it. Just like, damn kid, you'll be busy. But with the way things are going, she might need like a million jobs. So who knows? Maybe she's thinking ahead on that one. She Gen Z or Gen Alpha? She's Gen Alpha. She's Gen Alpha. She's Gen Alpha and I'm a late millennial. Like, I'm like the last year of the millennials. Or whatever. Yeah, I'm like one of the last years of millennials, and she's one of the first years of Gen Alpha. So it is interesting. Oh, funny. Okay, so when my daughter was at the eye doctor, they have this picture, and it's of an old phone, like the type you pick up and talk on. And the eye doctor asked her what it was, and she's like, she had no idea. And I'm like, oh my god, you guys need to update your system because these kids have no idea what the hell that is. And it was just like, this is such a like the dis like the the difference was wow. Because I knew what it was. She sure as hell didn't know what it was. And the doctor just told her, you know what, come up with a name for it. As long as you, like, if you guess that when you see it, like, just use that word. So she called it a flower or some shit like that. I was like, oh my god, I feel like so old, and I feel like I failed her on so many levels that she doesn't know that that's a telephone. So yeah, that was like, holy crap, there is such a big difference. Because sometimes it doesn't feel like it, because I'm like, I raised her similarly to how I was raised, but then I also raised her more like, so there's like some disparaging moments, but not a lot. And then that was just like, it hit me like, yeah, there's a difference, because she doesn't know that's a phone and I know that's a phone. It was definitely not what I anticipated. It makes me feel so old. And then I told her, like, the rules of the phone. Like, if she ever got a phone, it would be like a little, like, track phone, pay-as-you-go phone kind of thing, not a smartphone. It'd just be a phone that she could use to talk to me or whomever, and that would be it. And I'm like, you don't need any more than that. You don't at all. Because it really is amazing to see that. So I was, like I said, I'm like a younger-ish millennial, and I was raised as the internet was coming on. So I still have internet safety, like, ingrained into my head. But then you've got Gen Z who no regard for their internet safety. And then I'm teaching my kid, who's Gen Alpha, internet safety, or I will. And I'm like, holy crap, like, there's a whole generation that has very little regard for keeping themselves safe online, even though they had parents that grew up with the internet. That's not cool. But I was just like, that's a big difference. Like, we grew up and we were told you gotta, like, lie about everything on the internet, like, lie about your age, lie about your name, lie, give nothing away. And all these kids are like, I'm like 14, I go to this school, this is my name, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, y'all don't understand, this is bad. And it's like, oh my god, you really have no fear. Like, that's not a good thing either. Well, my parents are Gen X and I'm Gen Z, who's born in 05, and my mom is 66 and my dad is 70. I was raised in the countryside. I did not know how to use the internet when I got home. Fair enough. And again, there are exceptions to that. It just seems like when I interact with people online about my age or whatever, they're talking about their kids, they're like, oh yeah, well, we had to teach our kid internet safety because this and this happened. It's like, well, no shit, Sherlock. You knew that this was out there. And then the number of parents that aren't monitoring what their kids are doing on their phones or online, it's like, you don't have to be strict about it, but you should be aware of what your kid's doing. Like, my parents weren't, well, I guess for the time they were, but looking back on it, they really weren't super strict. They were more like, if you leave this website, tell us, because if it gets a virus, because that would happen. Like, you click on an ad, you get a virus. That doesn't happen too terribly much anymore, but it happened like a lot then. But anyway, like, you click on something off of the, like, on an ad or whatever, it gives you a virus. Yes, be safe, don't ever be complacent. Exactly. Like, we had rules. We had to protect ourselves, our computers, and now these kids are like, there's no monitoring them. Why? Why not? Like, it's crazy. And then all these kids are being raised or having to do school on tablets and stuff. And oh my God, they can't do anything. They just recently came out with some study that showed millennials are the smartest generation right now. It's like, oh, they thought that was a low bar then too. They thought that was a low bar years ago. Was millennials, and now it's like you're above average. Like, oh fuck no, that's not good. That we have failed. We have utterly failed if we are the intellectual bar at this moment. No, fuck no. They thought shit was going downhill with us. Like, the fact that we are setting the bar. No. We should be getting smarter, not dumber. We should have been the like end of the dumb and upswing into the smart, not end of the smart and downswing into no. No offense to my other millennials, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Like the whole No Child Left Behind thing, all that shit. Like, no. Gen X. Gen X was before millennials. It was like boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha now. We're Gen Y, but it's like Y2K, so they just went with millennial. My parents raised me old school. Yeah. My parents raised me very old school in the modern age, so. The silent generation is technically Gen X. At least from what I remember. It could have changed. They change. It feels like that one changes a lot. Have I watched Fallout? Yes. I love it. It's hilarious. That show doesn't fail to make me happy at the moment. Think I'm Gen X. Oh, okay. Cool. You can put your year if you want us to confirm or not, but you don't have to. But yeah, oh man, I saw that. I was like, oh damn. If the millennials are the intellect peak and we've just gone downhill from there, that's fucking sad. Because again, they thought we were the start of the decline, not the last of the peak. No, they thought we were the decline. Apparently we were not. Apparently it gets worse. And we've utterly failed if that's the case, because it should be going up, not. Okay, first off, we're not that old. Thanks. Wow. Okay. I see Wolf and Mike's gonna come running and going, I'm not that old. I think Mike's like my age or like a year younger. I can't remember. 76. Okay. I'm older than fucking Google. Thank you very much. Okay. I was there. Fucking there when it was written. Don't quote the magic to me. The old magic to me. I was there when it was written. I mean, holy shit. That wasn't Wolf that said that. That was Danny that said 1976 is Gen X. That wasn't. That was not. Wolf is closer to my age. Wolf, Mike, and I are in the same bracket. We're all in our 30s. Okay? You are not Era. You were like in your 20, like, I can't remember, late teens, early 20s. It's not Wolf. It's not, go back, it's not Wolf, sweetie. It's Danny. That's different. But hey, Gen X is cool, honestly. Okay, yeah, you're in your early 20s. It's so weird that I have so many different ages in this group, but we can all chat. It's fun. All good. But yeah, it's not Wolf. That's Danny. And in 1976, I mean, that's what? How many? It's only like 8 years older than me. And I'm 31, so Danny's 39. Between 38 and 40, I'll go with that, because you could either be like, I don't know when your birthday is specifically, so I'm not gonna assume. I'm 10 years older than you. 10, yeah, depending on the time of year, 10 to 11 years older than you, Era. Because if you're almost 21, and I'm 31 right now, so I'm 11 years older than you, but when you turn 21, I will be 10 years older than you. I have coworkers. I work with people who are older than me. I'm like one of the youngest people I work like in my at my job, so I'm usually like the youngest person in a group. It's weird. I haven't yet been the oldest until now. No, no one should be born in 2005. That just feels illegal. You're not. No. That feels so weird. That feels so wrong. Like, no, nobody was born in 2005. The cutoff was 2000. No one was born after. Until my group started having babies in like the 2010s. No. No one was born between 2000 and the 2010s. No. Not allowed. What was it, Wolf? Like Jensen Ackles was saying, it drives. Because Arrow, when you were born, Supernatural was starting, and now you can drive and you're gonna be able to drink. So yeah, that's a lot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Yep. Wow. Everyone here is Gen Z. That was my reaction when my sister's kid starts driving. It drives now? When did Criminal Minds start? Well, doesn't matter. Damn 20-year-old. I'm sure our parents felt the same way about us, but for some reason it just hits harder now. Like, holy shit. Doesn't make sense. It shouldn't be a thing. Probably because for so long we were the youngest group and everything that was wrong with the world was somehow our fault. And now people talk about Gen Z and I'm like, no, they're not that much younger. And then I find out, no, they are that much younger. And I'm like, they shouldn't be. This feels illegal that they're this much younger. They should be closer to our age in some way. All right. Well, that was fun. But millennials hate Gen Z. I find that millennials are pretty cool, Gen Z. Ah, gotcha. Alrighty, well, my lovely little Titans, thank you so much for joining me on this wonderful hangout. We ran a long time and we had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will hopefully have more to talk about next week. I hope you have a great night, a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.